right, Jason, is it racism? Is it ratings? What is it? Just watching Mathew even just, basically air the dirty laundry on the network is just really eye-opening.
I think they're trying to do what CNN tried to do and failed, which I don't understand why you would follow the roadmap of failure, which is,
do it, MSNBC.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to save MSNBC, but they are trying to do this kind of both sidesism and trying to move towards the center, and that's why they have all these kind of anti-Trump Republicans that are getting these spaces. So while you're talking about race, they still have on that panel a Republican or someone who was a Republican, still has conservative values. They give
Michael Steele.
Nicole Wallace, of course. They give Nicole Wallace, I believe her name is, a long time in the middle of the day. I believe she's a former Republican. So again, I think that they're trying to do this to try to get people who are maybe more in the center. And I think it's going to fail. And it's definitely not about ratings, because they fired Tiffany Cross, who was their highest rated weekend host, and they fired her. Joe and Mika, their ratings have plummeted, but Joe and Mika are still there. So, I think this is just a failure on behalf of the network. And like I said yesterday, I think Joy Reid and Katie Fang and Iman, they may all do better now leaving the network while it's a sinking ship.
I think, Jason, you bring up a great point, because there are reports that the network is also canceling the shows of Jonathan Capehart, Katie Fang, Ayman Muyeldin. These, again, I never heard of this guy, but former MSNBC lunatic Keith Olbermann joined the leftist choir by posting, "The racist purge escalates." I mean, seriously, Chris, is this what's happening? I can't believe MSNBC, they're turning on each other. They're turning on the staff. I remember when it was Ronna McDaniel that she was getting this contract, and you had Mika and Joe. They were all having meltdowns, and they've got her fired. I mean...
It is, it's a crazy person hate cult, and MSNBC has been there for a long, long time. And they've got one card to play, and it's the race card. And they hire people based on their race, and then they fire them based on their ratings, honestly, in this instance. And, you said the highest rated weekend show. That's still not a very highly rated show. And they pay them lots and lots of money. Joyless Reid was making, according to Newsweek, $3 million a year.
Right.
And they overpay the hell out of these people. Joe and Mika, they overpay. Again, Rachel Maddow makes $25 million a year. That's down from $30 million a year. But today she just does 1 hour a week that she's locked into Monday night for 1 hour a week for $25 million a year. And she could sacrifice $5 or $10 million of her salary, and they'd keep everybody on like that. But I love that Maddow says that Joyless Reid was the colleague that she respects the most. Imagine working in a place where the person, the colleague you respect the most is Joy Reid.
I kind of think they should keep the Joy Reid show. I think that there's so much material there for, like, the Daily Signal, Bradman.
I know. What is MRC and the rest of us going to do without having our nightly fill of Joy Reid clips? I mean, this is people are kind of comparing each of these different MSNBC shows against one another, when let's compare Joy Reid to her slot, 7 p.m. Across all cable news shows, Ingram Angle ranks in the 30s. Where was the Joy Reid show? 117th.
Right.
No way to run a business, especially when your audience is down 53% since the election. I mean, Democrats are demoralized. They're doing the exact wrong type of soul searching. And it's the more we see this play out on stage, on the airwaves, it's going to be better for Republicans, better for conservatives.
Is this fixable? And anyways, is MSNBC fixable, even with the new changes that they're making?
I proposed the solution yesterday, which was to allow Elon Musk to buy it, as he's said in the past, and to put Joe Rogan and Rachel Maddow's glasses on the show for the other 4 nights a week when she isn't on. But I want to reiterate, I stand in solidarity with Joy Reid. I agree with Rachel Maddow that MSNBC is systemically racist. I think they purged the hosts for being Muslim. I think they purged them for being black. I think they purged them for being women. I think that the only recourse here for the vanishingly few MSNBC viewers left is to fully boycott the network. You see that these racial minorities are being replaced by talentless, white, lying propagandists like Jen Psaki. This is a network that, in the name of social justice, I think that Al Sharpton needs to boycott. and I stand in solidarity with them.
I think we should do a protest, Foldi.
I
You
think
just
we should
gave me a
protest.
great idea.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll make signs.
We should do a George
Let's go.
Soros-funded protest outside of MSNBC's headquarters.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.